Scientists believe that in the near future, our concept of a safe world for our children will experience a significant change. A new technology has been developed, which will enable parents to locate their children through an RFID chip implanted in their body. Every invisible and dark place in the Western world is supposed to be illuminated to reduce the fear of the unknown to a minimum. The definition of being a child in this new century will change. A new generation is going to be created that have merged with the most innovative technologies at an early age. Freedom will get another meaning. These people are directly involved in creating a new vision of safety. Some already live with this technology. Some are profoundly convinced of the unknown possibilities that it could offer.
I believe that for my children's children, this technology will be as normal as immunization. We will be a hybrid of electronic intelligence and our own soul. It will become our guardian angel.
Others are still critical about its impact.
I truly fear that my children's children will wake up in a world where there's no place left to hide from Big Brother's eyes. It'll be the end of liberty as we know it. Zip.
But all believe that humanity is standing at the verge of a new technology that will transform how future generations experience being human. Kevin Silverman, expert of cybernetics, tries to undo the biggest mistake nature has put on him, being born as human.
In a decade, we will have implants in our brain that enable us to improve communication or to enhance memory. I mean, this is right in front of us. This has been human destiny for thousands and thousands of years.
In 1998, Kevin Silverman started a controversial experiment people were talking about all around the world. Without the need of physical contact, an RFID chip would connect him to the computer system of his university.
First one was a radio frequency identification device, an RFID, that was put into the upper part of my right arm. I had doors open for me automatically, lights switched on and off, a computer that talked to me. But then you see the second device was put directly into my nervous system. So by moving my fingers, I was sending out nervous signals directly from my brain into a computer to control things. See, what it's all about is that some time ago, after this terrible murder of these two young innocent girls, I found myself thinking, why not apply the RFID technology as a security tool for our children? You see, if your car gets stolen, it can be fitted with a computer to enable it to be tracked down. Now, if somebody grabs your child, its chip can be located via GPS, and that helps you to be led directly to your loved one. That's what it's all about.
Trampoline, naturally flip in the air.
We will offer you a hybrid of our electronic intelligence combined with your soul to bring the greatest benefit and joy in your life.
Sarah was like a miracle baby. I mean, Adam was 9 when I fell pregnant again. I never expected it to happen. So she's like a beautiful bonus. When the doctor told us that we were expecting a little girl, we were ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic. It was wonderful news.
You know what the main difference between me and my sister is? When I tell my parents that I'm going out, I don't necessarily tell them which friends I'm going out with. It means they never really know where I am or who I'm with all the time. Because that means I'm the lucky one.
It is elective, it is voluntary, and it is certainly critical to the evolution of information technology and healthcare. You know, patients do have control over their database. They allow what group of affiliates, such as emergency rooms, you want to have access to that database. So, control is at the heart of privacy. In fact, we have a very large privacy policy. I dare say that in the RFID industry, we are leaders if it comes to that.
I know that James Bond has it, because my daddy told me that he has one just like it as well. But I don't know how it works. It's somewhere in my arm. But I don't really know where, because it's too tiny that no one sees it. Can see it ever.
Placed above the triceps area of the individual's right arm, the device is powered electromechanically through the movement of muscles. Therefore, the energy input is enabled by the wearer himself and doesn't need any preventative maintenance. The chip then sends the data of the child's blood pressure, heart rate, and nerve impulses to the CSA's computer network. For some, we are on a road not to a safer world, but to a dictatorship of surveillance.
Hello, everybody. I want you to take a deep breath and rethink the wealth of information. May I suggest that there's just a little bit of difference between what Silverman believes and what actually stands behind this technology. Consider this. Every technology starts in a neutral way and grows and grows and grows in power. These chips will be 100 times more powerful, 1 million times more capable in 20 years. So when you allow it to be embedded in your environment or even under your skin, you'd better be prepared for it to be a completely different beast in just a few years' time.
Christopher Davis is working as a security consultant for the biggest names in the IT sector. For the last quarter of a century, he has built up a worldwide reputation as an expert on future innovations that have the potential to reshape cultural behavior.
There's already a lot of people who want this, to upgrade themselves. In the future, there will be a market, no question about it. There will be a need for this product. And commercially and politically, you will see the heat rise. In my opinion, this will be the next big money pot that everyone will want to get their hands into.
In 1970, most 9-year-old boys would have been free to wander half a mile from home. In 1997, it was only a sixth of a mile. Today, it seems barely allowed for kids to pass the front gate.
The desire to always know where your child is and that he or she is safe isn't a recent phenomenon. Worried parents have their children equipped with GPS bracelets, which for the monthly payment of $25 allows them to track their children via PC and satellite. A child grows by experience. Children must go outside and meet challenges on their own. They are blessed with one of the greatest human qualities, an insatiable curiosity and adaptability. It would do well for parents to let their children go out and roam freely and make mistakes. This is the way you develop self-esteem and self-confidence.
The disappearance of young children increases the public awareness of such technologies, pushed by media attention. In Davis's vision, there is a reasonable danger that we may lose perspective and fill our children with suspicion and fear.
What we see here is a typical symptom of the problem-reaction-solution principle. Now, the chip is a furtherance of the solution of whatever humans tend to fear. The unknown, the predator, or the evil, or the evildoers. What we forget is that the world has remained essentially the same, and that this chip cannot immunize your kid against bad people. It can't. The chip projects a distorted perception of safety. It sends the child two messages. Number one, its immediate surroundings have become a threat to them, making the child very afraid. Number two, it gives the child a false sense of security in that its parents can locate and find them wherever they are. So it does not encourage self-sufficiency or self-reliance or even problem-solving in the child. This makes the child both passive and afraid at the same time.
You see, with my work commitments, it's mainly Susan that looks after the children, and she thought that by having the chip, it would help her look after Sarah. I have to admit, though, I'm pretty terrified by the chip and the way that it works. I'm scared that the day will come when Sarah starts to rebel against the chip, or even worse, blames us for having done this to her. I just hope that it doesn't do more harm than good to our family.
Seriously, fuck off!
Mummy! Adam, what's going on up there?
Monday she has dance. Tuesday she has singing. There's whatever on Wednesdays. I just don't know where I fit in with this anymore. What am I meant to do with all this shit? I'm just so fed up with Sarah. She's driving me nuts. Every time I want to do something, it's got to revolve around her. It's like they've forgotten I've got a life too.
This is a prospect of a technology some see at the roots of privacy, others at the roots of surveillance. Society will be divided between those who fear the chip and those who are for the chip.
Such a process starts by softening children up for such initiatives such as ID cards, DNA testing, chip implants. It's clearly a case of get them while they're young. Children are seen as a soft target for this technology.
If we say no to technology to enter our bodies, that equals saying no to a better being. Without doubt, those who use the technology to enhance their being will outweigh the subspecies that are still human, and only human.
Others believe the chip will cherish false hope. In a few years, the first conclusive studies will show if the chip has made the world a safer place to be, or if the experiment has failed at the expense of human trust and dignity.